enjoy the show after the beep.
I don't know where it went. I just hit a button. It's like the second you hit a button, the thing went away. So,
Yeah.
oops. Hey, everybody, you're listening. All right, now, podcast now.
Hey guys,
Tim.
this is a television.
You tried to show me something before the show. This is a television. This is a television what?
This show.
This is a television show now?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
want to tell me?
We're on television.
There's not even a camera.
We're
How
on
is that?
live television. It's just there's no, it's just a blank screen, but it's us talking.
Well, why do you say that?
Isn't.
Itsn't? Itsn't.
So, my car doesn't work.
Yeah, you did take me out before the
Won't
show.
turn on.
You said you before the show started, you were like, "Follow me. We have to find something out together."
Yeah.
And then we went out to your garage, and I was like, "I'm sure he's gonna kill me."
Yeah.
For sure. This is where the
well,
knife
if my
enters.
car had started and stayed running,
I would have
then
killed
yeah, you did. Yeah.
you would have just ran it
Yeah,
into me,
yeah.
into your house.
No. I
Okay.
would let the fumes kill us. Yeah.
Oh, kill us both.
Yeah, yeah.
No, what a terrible thing.
Well, it's a triple murder side.
You did do
what they
that.
call
You did
that.
try to turn it on with the garage door closed, and I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Well, it takes a while for them to build up enough to do anything, so it's okay. No,
But still,
I had fingers crossed that, you know how when you try to show somebody that something isn't working and then it works. I was like, this is it. Like, I'll bring Dalen out there and it'll work, and then my car will be fine. But that's not what happened.
Yeah, well, it's because
Yeah.
that's how you were thinking of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. You should have just naturally let me
karma.
come out there with you. And then, it is karma. that's karma at work for you. I don't know what you did, but yeah.
Yeah, Tina and I were supposed to go. We did go to the movies today.
Happy birthday.
But we got out. We got out there. I was gonna drive. We got in my car. I turned the key and it went.
No.
And then I stopped it and I waited a few seconds and I went.
Does it just need a jump?
My experience with dead batteries is usually nothing happens. It just clicks. So, I mean, I guess maybe if the battery's weak, it does something like that. But that's,
I don't know.
I don't think that's how that works. Either way, it's got problems.
Are you excited to pay for it? Are you excited to pay for it?
Nothing I've wanted more than
Tim.
to pay money.
Tim, I really don't know if there's anything more depressing on the planet Earth than when
Yeah.
a car doesn't work. I'm being serious because the amount of work you have to go through, the amount of hoops you have to hula through
Yeah.
to make that car be fine again like it was. Man, there's more hula hoops than you thought.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks there's like a hula hoop. Yeah. There's a lot of them. Tim, I'm very experienced in what your car just did out there.
I know you've had your share.
Emma's car doesn't do that right now, or does do that right now.
That's good.
It does the exact same thing.
That's good.
Because I'll tell you what, it had a cylinder issue. We're like, when we get the money, we'll figure that out. But we've been, spending our money on our wedding, and everything else that money is spent for, and we've just been using my car, which also has problems.
Oh, good.
And then we tried to take it the other day. We're like, should probably move this out of the way. And then it did the It said its favorite letter, which is J.
Oh.
Don't you love when your car's favorite letter is J and likes to remind you?
I like it when my car's favorite letter is.
What if that was the sound it made? What would you do then? If you're like, I'm trying to get my car working, it won't work. It sounds like this.
I don't know what I'd do then.
That is pretty accurate to how it sounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like this.
I really like it slow. I really like it when my car goes slow like that. That's kind of, it's kind of car-ish. I'd believe it. So we went to see, I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. We went to see Venom.
The third. Third Venom.
We've got a chance or something.
We've got a chance. The final chance. I think it's the. I think
Do
they
it again. Chance.
It was the allusion to the last one.
Yeah.
Venom, no way, chance.
Venom. Stop it.
Get out of chance.
Get out of chance.
Let me look it up so we know what we're talking about
The
here.
Last Dance is what it's called.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Venom, Last Chance. Nope, The Last Dance. You were right.
Yeah, I was right. And it was what we thought it would be.
Bad?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Can you believe they made 3 of them?
Yeah.
Because someone tried to convince everyone that the first one was good.
Well, it was fun.
That's fair.
The first one was fun.
Okay. I didn't see the first one.
All 3 were fun in the same way. And here's the thing about the Venom movies is that if they stopped trying to have it be an action thing,
Stop trying to Transformers it.
and they just were like, okay, we're just gonna have Tom Hardy and Venom get up to some shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
Then it would probably be better.
Yeah.
If they were just like, let's just have them do some shenanigans. They can go on like a road trip or something together.
Mm-hmm. Speaking
then I feel like they would be better movies because those are the best parts.
Movies that probably should have been like that, or movies that tried to be like that and didn't work out. Though, actually, have you seen the second Joker?
Oh no, I haven't seen it.
Have you heard about
I've heard
the second?
about it. Yeah.
Emma was saying like because we.
Oh, is that what happened?
we rewatched the first Joker. Haha, what a fun time. And we rewatched it and I was like, good, it's good. Let's watch the second one when it comes out in theaters. And then it came out in theaters and people were like, it's shit terrible. Yeah. And I was like, oh, bad reviews. But then Emma explained why it was shit terrible and I was like, I don't want to waste my time.
Yeah.
I would rather take a chance on that being terrible on a streaming service than I'm not going to see that.
Yeah, no, I don't want to.
Apparently, it's Lady Gaga a lot, just singing a lot.
Yeah,
and it's like, well, I knew it was a musical, which I thought would be a good bit, but yeah. So, not gonna see that one. Not gonna see that one. Sorry, guys. Maybe we should have just done a movie that was good. Like Birdman. You ever see Birdman?
Say that a lot. You could always say that. We probably should have just done a movie that was good. But no, I had fun watching this Venom movie, and that's why we went. We didn't go for it to have a good story. We went for it to be fun, and it was fun. So we win. and then we went had some lunch after that.
What'd you eat for lunch, Tim?
El Nepal.
Oh, okay. What'd you get?
El Nepal.
You got El Nepal, the movie?
I got quesadilla a la Mexicana.
A la Mexicana.
Yeah.
Why did I do this with my hand?
I'm not sure, but it was good.
Thank you.
Do it again. No, stop it.
All right.
It was you overplayed
what is on the quesadilla a la Mexicana, and is it more or less than $15?
It's probably more. I don't remember.
Damn, that sucks, man.
But I'll tell you what's on it. There's chicken, and there's chorizo,
and
and there's cheese. I think that's it.
Fuck yeah, that's it.
And why would you need anything else?
Sounds
to
like
be
it's
honest?
more than $15 every time.
I mean, it's like the size. You know how they have the saucer like oval plate bitches that are big bitches.
hot. They're like, don't touch his
Hot
plate.
big bitch.
Remember when they literally.
Not what I said.
No. Remember when they give you the plate? They'd set the plate down and they'd be like, "Listen, this will kill your entire family
Yeah.
if you touch this plate.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, don't touch
You
the
try
plate."
and touch it, and they're like, "No, stop."
And then every time we would forget and we
Yeah.
touch it for a second, we'd be like, "Oh my god, I just
That's
burned
hot.
I think I just burned my childhood home down."
Yeah.
That's how hot that was.
But yeah, so it's that big wide guy, real wide,
Wide.
and the tortilla is the size of the plate,
That's good.
and it's just stuffed with chicken and chorizo.
I
chorizo.
love chorizo, man. It's good, and I get it every time.
It's great. I would eat it.
That was funny. You did some editing, like, while doing the podcast. That was really cool. You cut out a part of your sentence without even having to go on the computer. That was amazing.
Yeah. Actually, when I edit the podcast, it's usually more seamless
You don't need to get closer to say that.
than that. So this week, last week, this week.
That's my
week,
favorite
it's Sunday.
late night TV show. This week, last week, this week, tonight. That's what if I had a late night show, it would be this week, that week, next week, last week, tonight. Tomorrow.
Tonight is important. Tomorrow is even better.
Yeah, tomorrow is even better is the tagline.
You're not even watching the show.
Don't forget to watch last week, next week, this week, that week, tonight.
Tomorrow's even better.
Welcome our next guest on the show. You guys haven't seen this guy in a long time. We're talking about Aubrey Plaza.
How did I get here?
This is the band.
How did we get here today? Am I on the show? What's happening on this show?
It's just you every time is dressed up as a different guest.
Hey, there's an orange cat.
Hey, we should do that. Is that the orange cat that took a shit outside that one time on an
Maybe.
episode? Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
The band is this. This is the
I
band.
don't like it. I don't like this band.
It's just a baby with a bunch of different pans.
Oh, okay. Man, that one pan must be real big.
This one's real small. That was actually a grasshopper.
Do you ever? No, I'm not gonna say something else. I'm gonna say a different thing than what I was gonna say. I was gonna say a different thing now. I'm gonna say something else. Is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say a different thing now. I'm gonna say something else. Is what I'm gonna say it. I could almost believe that that's like you. The echo is pretty good. It's all like, Is that what it's like? Is this? No, it's not. Anybody home? Hello?
You hear this?
Oh. Oh, that's painful. That hurts. We watched Smile last week.
Yeah. What's
This
that?
week.
What's that? What's that? What's that? What's
Tonight.
that? What's that? What's that? What's that?
You know Smile. It's the one, it's a horror movie. And they're all like smiling and shit.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for it and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Okay.
And now there's a second one.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not going to watch probably the second one.
When I found out it was the second one that came out, I was like, oh. Because I didn't think it was on. I was like, that's probably.
Did you see the first one?
No. Was it good?
It was fine. I thought it was a pretty good movie. I didn't think it was very scary.
Okay. It's not. It didn't seem like a scary concept.
Yeah.
To be honest, I was like, someone's scared of that. I'm not. It's a smile.
Well,
sounds wonderful. I get it. I know that it's not just people smiling.
Yeah.
And someone's scared of that.
well,
That's
no,
a terrible
but
concept.
Like the, I also was not that. I didn't think that it'd be that good. That part of it, but when I got actually into watching it, it's like the idea for it is pretty good. It's not bad.
Perfect.
I think the concept of the movie is pretty solid, and that's the best part of it is the idea.
Well,
the execution is okay.
I hate movies
It's
like
fine.
that. Those are my least favorite movies, I think.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that piss me off the most.
Honestly,
the ones that where I'm like, oh yeah, it's such a good idea. Why is this?
I think the execution is honestly fine. Like it's
As good as it
it's
can
a
be?
fine movie. It's a good movie. The only issue I have with it is that it's not that scary.
Yeah.
I had a good time watching it. I enjoyed watching it.
What was the last?
I just didn't think it was scary.
What was the last scary movie you saw? What
we were
movie
talking
scared
about that.
you?
There's not a lot
Yeah.
ever.
I don't know. Yeah, nothing.
But I think The Nun was scary.
I've never seen that.
It's one of the Conjuring boys.
Oh, see, a lot of people. Now, if I saw The Conjuring when I was young, I know that would terrify the shit out of
Yeah.
me. But I saw The Conjuring when I was a bit older, and it didn't really.
The Conjuring didn't do much for me,
Yeah,
specifically.
and I was like, damn,
but
that sucks.
I thought The Nun was pretty good.
Because if I was a child, I would have been like, The Conjuring is a scary fucking movie, and I will say that they'll scare your kids. That's fun.
Yeah.
Show your
Scary
kids
kids.
a movie that'll scare your kids.
Scary kids.
Scary Your Kids is my favorite scare movie.
Do things to psychologically terrify your children.
No,
Not in a movmovie.
I'll listen.
Not in a movie, just
Tim,
in real life.
That
Just
might be. Have we really been going on for 17 minutes? That's crazy. Do you not think that's crazy?
No.
I feel like we've been going on for 5.
Oh.
Wow. Man, I'm having a great time, I
There's
guess.
probably no content.
There's probably nothing. Wow. Oh my God. Anyway, what were we saying? Scary movie, the
Yeah.
dark side of the movie?
But anyway, the Smile, there's a second one, I don't know. It's one of those where I don't see how there could be a sequel.
Yeah.
Because the sequel is just, it's either the same thing or it's a different thing. And if it's a different thing, then it doesn't need to be the sequel. And if it's the same thing, then it doesn't need to exist.
And sometimes if it's a horror movie, it's this thing versus that other thing.
Yeah.
From another thing.
Sometimes you have this thing versus the other thing from that thing. You know The Thing?
The superhero?
Yeah, no.
That was one of my dad's favorite superheroes growing up.
Yeah.
The Thing.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Good name.
It is. It's a good name
good
for
branding.
when you look at him. Yeah, it's great branding. No one's going to get confused about that at all. No one's ever heard of Who's on First. They're like, I don't even know that. Who is that? Well, I'll tell you he's on first.
Somebody that thinks that every movie that has "thing" in the title is the thing.
It's just
movie.
an Abbott and Costello sketch.
Oh no, that's not where I was going with that at all. Really,
There's something about Mary. Why is she turning into the Thing?
where are the other 3?
I don't know. Listen,
Where's Stretcho?
Stretcho, where's Harrod and Naked Alba? Naked Alba. That's what they should all be called. There's the Thing. He can't change his name. Stretcho,
Yeah.
Hot Rod, and Naked Alba.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say See Through Jenny, but
That's better. See Through Jenny's way better. Hey, see-through. Jenny. See-through.
What do you think is so fantastic about those four?
Nothing.
What do you think?
The fact that
if they were like the Elastic Four, but it was just talking about Stretcho, then that would make more sense. I feel like
the fact that they're like most popular or not most popular. No, one of their most popular villains is like probably the scariest concept to any super villain ever.
Yeah,
Galactus.
Yeah. For
those who don't know, he's got a guy that he's a big guy who wears a weird suit in the comics. Weird suit.
Eats planets.
Yeah, but in the movies they do it better because that's how he kind of should be, is like just a concept.
Yeah. It's not as fun.
It isn't as fun, you're right.
It's not as fun. But maybe more realistic, but not as fun. I want there to be a big space boy.
I'll tell you what, if that guy showed up, I would not believe he's as scary as he was. I'm sorry.
I love when there's just big guys in space.
Give me another example of that.
Just comic books. That's the thing in comic books. There's big guys that are just in space.
They always go to space. That's where the climax goes.
You tell me you don't think you'd be scared if you looked up and there was a face filling the entire sky?
I never said.
Crotch.
Listen. He's like, I gotta take a shit, and there's no room. You're gonna poop on one planet when you're that big, you know. Yeah. We just happen to be the one under the ass. You said like you were about to say, I don't know.
Do you think he would eat the moon too, or just like he'd just like brush it aside?
It's kind of like a crumb. It's kind of like a crumb, I think. He'd be like, well, it's not. I don't think the proportion's right on that, actually.
The moon?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. No, it's too big to be a crumb.
He might think it's cheese.
Earth is just like a cracker. I don't know.
It's filled with them, I'll tell you that.
Wow. Wow.
So it is
because of the food, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about saltines, baby.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I think how big is Galactus? Is his hand big enough to hold the planet?
I don't know.
Or
that is not. I never read about him. I just saw pictures of him.
How big he is.
I saw him in the movie that came out years ago.
And he has a guy on a surfboard that goes
that
ahead
guy.
of him.
Now that guy. He's kind of naked.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
for sure.
But Ken doll naked.
He doesn't have.
Yeah.
He's not
gonna have more of him.
He's not gonna have any more.
There's only one of him.
Well, you don't know how he comes. I mean, he's
wrapped in plastic.
Yeah. He does this weird thing where he's like, ooh. You know, he kind of looks like Water Mirror.
Yeah. Yeah. My favorite superhero, Water Mirror.
Water Mirror surfboard. I don't know how that relates to him coming, but he looks like a water mirror, so that must make...
It doesn't look like he's got an asshole either, so he's got a butt crack, but it's kind of just
I don't think he can spread his ass.
It kind of just goes in. It doesn't like...
Do you think he can spread his ass?
No, I mean, he's metal.
Because, like, he tries to do it, and it's just, like, his hands just go through his butt.
Yeah.
Right? Kind of like a ghost.
Yeah.
But then when he loses that power, he's just like a statue guy. So you can't, like...
He's just like a
How many people know what we're talking about right now? There's only 5 people who listen, by the way. So
I feel like everybody that's listening knows about Silver Surfer.
I hope. Or else, god damn, we're really doing a bad job. I mean, we have 5 people who listen. We're talking.
You know what I realized the other day?
Yeah, go ahead.
One of those 5 people is me.
Oh no!
Because I check the episodes after they're posted to make sure there's not anything. I don't really listen to them before I post them.
Yes.
I if I know there's something I need to edit out, I will find that and edit it out, but I don't like listen to the full thing before I post it.
That's how you know we make good quality content, by the way, guys.
So I post it, and then I listen to it the morning that it comes out, and then if I notice anything that I think is, like, I need to fix, I'll fix it. But, yeah.
Well, you know.
But... my point is that I'm one of the 5.
That's cool.
Now we do that. That's not counting YouTube. So probably we get like
I know we
100
get-
people on YouTube.
I know we get more on YouTube. I've seen it on YouTube. I don't know why they go there, but by all means, if you're listening on YouTube, don't stop. I'm not saying stop listening.
Don't
I'm just
stop.
saying like
Can't stop.
That's
Don't
pretty cool.
Stop. I was gonna check, but I can't.
it doesn't matter. Maybe I think it's a bunch of people on accident.
Yeah, probably.
I think it's
we probably have
bunch of people who
some
accidentally listen to it.
accidental viewership.
So if you're one of those accidental viewers, go ahead. You probably
Thanks.
got something else to do, like your homework.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do that.
to it.
Get to that. Get to
It is
that.
the kind of thing that you would watch because
you're trying not
to
to do
avoid
something.
something else.
You're going on YouTube recommended. You're like, what
Yeah.
the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Whatever.
I
Please
guess
let the
I'll-
outside world disappear.
Right?
Hey, are we doing that right now?
Yeah. No.
Look outside, motherfucker.
No.
What do you see?
It's become too meta. We can't. We're not.
We're owned by Facebook
We're not
now.
blocking it out anymore.
Man, Tim.
Tim.
Man, Tim. My favorite
That's
super
me.
Blero. That'll move us on to our next segment where we talk about the scariest thing that has happened to you recently. What was something? Have you had anything paranormal happen to you recently?
No. I've had some nightmares, but nothing.
Yeah. Well, I'm not your therapist, so
Yeah.
you bring
No,
that
I
up.
don't want to talk about them.
Oh, okay. You want to talk about
They're
it?
not interesting.
They never are.
Yeah. Like,
Dude.
it was scary in the dream.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, you're like, well,
No, it's not.
all right. I mean, like most of mine are like home invasion things, which is
okay.
scary, but then it's like, oh, it's just a dream, so it's not now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, looking back on it, it's not scary. It's just like, it's never, oh, there's somebody here and they're gonna like kill me or something.
Mm-hmm.
There's always just somebody there.
Yeah.
They're just
already.
like walking around in the house.
Ooh.
And I'm like, oh God, I'm terrified. But then I wake up and I'm like, they were just like walking around. Like, obviously very concerning. How did they get in here? But they weren't like stealing stuff. They didn't have a weapon. They didn't look particularly menacing. They were just there.
I love getting into getting a glimpse into your subconscious, Tim.
I don't want people around me.
I think that's what it is. I think it's that it's your personal space and you're afraid someone's gonna come and like ruin it or something. Like
Yeah.
you built something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Built this
That's
dream.
I'll tell you what. I have nightmares that are like dreams, but
Yeah.
in my dream I'll be like, this is a nightmare.
Oh, okay.
But not because anything scary is happening or like is a concept that's scary. I'm just like nervous the whole time. You know what I mean?
That's rough.
It's just like it's like I'm supposed to have a nightmare.
Yeah.
But I don't have one. I just have the idea of a nightmare and I wake up and I go, I'm scared. But not like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I think about it. I'm like, there's not even a scary concept in there. I've had bad dreams before
Oh, yeah.
that I wouldn't consider nightmares, like because nightmares I consider more like scary.
Right.
I haven't had one of those in a very long time, but I have had bad dreams. I have those. I wake up and I went, why did my brain have to do that?
Yeah.
It just where again it goes to your like subconscious anxieties more than fears.
Yeah.
You know, that's just like like all these people from second grade are pointing and laughing at you for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a real example. I loved second grade.
I don't really know if I loved second grade.
I was
I'll
doing.
tell you what I did in second grade.
What'd you do? Draw? What'd you do? Draw, idiot? No, I'm just saying that's probably what you did in second grade. If I had to guess.
Yeah.
Do you know what you did in second? Did you have anything?
No.
Oh, you were just asking for me to. I was there. I wasn't in your class, but I was
Yeah.
there in
You
second
were there,
grade.
yeah.
I was in some other room. Can you believe that?
No.
Me neither. Since we were both 5 years old, we were at least in some other room.
We did a basketball thing in second grade. He had a basketball goal, Mr. Robertson,
Shout out.
and it was like a learning game or something. And like he just answer questions or some learning bullshit.
I hate learning
I
bullshit.
hate learning bullshit. I hate learning in school. Fucking school.
Fucking school, bro.
Hey.
What?
You You can't do it.
Can't do school.
You can't do it.
I'm trying to think. I was doing a
You
tier
can't
list.
do it.
I was doing a tier list the other day on
Was that
Tier
a list
Maker.
where you cry?
Tier lists. A list where you a list of times you cried, or just
No.
that would be
You cry while you're making it.
that's anything. It can be about you're just making a list. It doesn't. It's just a list of things, but make sure you're crying. Well, I'll tell you what. That's what I do.
Milk, eggs. I need a celery.
Chemicals. You're just writing
That's a bad
chemicals.
list.
That was my attempt. That was my attempt at doing a Breaking Bad impression.
Oh.
Yeah. You just write chemicals over.
Oh. What kind of tier list were you making? Not anymore.
Just know the best grades. Like it was
like in school?
Yeah, kindergarten through 12th grade. It was just like put them in a tier list, and I was like, I got this, and I did it. And
yeah.
you know what was? I could tell you what was F tier, and I could tell you what was S tier.
Okay.
In between, I kind of remember. But I'll tell you what.
A was S tier, B was F tier, C was S tier.
I don't think you understand what a tier list is.
Well, you said grades,
Yeah.
school.
Nope.
And then,
Nope,
so we got
not-
A, B, C, D.
There is that though. I have
E,
seen
F.
that on tier lists. I did do that. It had like A, B, C, D, E, F, and I was
Yeah.
like, E is an F tier. That's a terrible joke.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
anyway, I've been doing those too much. But as I was saying, I had in S tier, I had like junior and senior year up
Okay.
were in S tier because I was like, that's probably where they are.
Yeah.
I don't know. But, and then I put fucking, what was the other one? I put 4th and 5th grade in F tier because that's where
Damn.
that's what I remember. That's
Damn.
what feels right? I don't know if it's just me. No?
Not to me.
Where would you put 4th grade? We had the,
I mean, is it personal or
Yeah,
are
it's
we
personal.
Okay. Personal.
not just in general.
Okay.
Because obviously in general, you're going to put middle school. You're going to put middle school
Well,
in the,
I mean, yeah, but like
middle school is purgatory,
I
dude.
feel like the best years are the last ones. So 5th grade was pretty good because it's like, oh, we're the big kids,
Yeah.
and 8th grade was pretty good because oh, we're the big kids, and senior year was pretty good because like
Oh, we're big.
we're
Get me out of here.
adults basically.
Yeah.
I mean we're not
We're not.
at all.
Holy shit.
Still not
Yes.
realizing, but like that's how you feel.
Yeah.
At the time, you're
That
like,
is how
oh,
you
I'm
feel.
an adult. Yeah.
I don't know if I ever actually felt
So-
like I was an adult, though. Senior
no,
year.
not me either. But like you feel
You
like
get told
you're
that a
like-
little bit.
Yeah, you're like I'm grown up. Like I know things now.
Yeah.
Like,
There's more
I'm not-
expectation on you for sure
Yeah.
to be more adult. And it's like, that's a bit crazy.
So I feel like those. The only one that I would put S tier as far as just like generalities would be senior year, and then I would say that like 5th grade and 8th grade would be like A or B probably because it also felt good to be like at the top and leaving. And then
Another look
everything else just kind of gets
Another look at Tim's subconscious.
yeah.
Here.
Well, yeah,
Just being on the top.
but I mean, yeah,
You food chain guy? You like being on top of the food chain? Food chain Well, I was just looking at you. I'm like, this guy looks like he'd
Food
want to be
chain
on top of
guy.
the food chain. He kind of likes the food chain.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. I'm a really big fan of eating other stuff. I like it when I don't.
And you like
get
the
eat-
idea
I like
of other
not
stuff
getting
eating
eaten.
other stuff that eat other stuff.
Well, yeah. I like that it goes down and the smallest guy gets eaten by the guys that I'm gonna eat later.
Yep.
I like when small guys get eaten.
I like knowing what I just ate had a good meal the other day.
yeah.
Anyway, Tim.
I don't want to.
Oh.
No, but yeah, I get what you mean. But I enjoyed 5th grade quite a bit.
I put 5th grade in F tier because there's a specific memory that comes up every time and I hate it. And it was just the time I stood up in class and I answered a thing and it wasn't right. It wasn't anywhere close to right. And a kid called it out in class, and I felt like crying. So I threw a pencil and it hit another kid in the head.
Oh, no.
I threw a pencil at him, missed him, hit another kid in the, not in the head, in the eye. And
That's rough.
He went, ow!
That sucks.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, everything about what just happened was bad. And so I was like, I'm just going to go sit in the bathroom. And the teacher was like, just let that guy sit in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I didn't have any friends in my 5th grade class. That's why it was bad. Because usually you have someone in one of those classes, but then teachers are just like, oh, they're not learning.
Yeah. Stop having friends.
Stop having. They're not learning anything.
That's not what you're here for.
Well, or they're being disruptive and talking during class. We got to get them to sit and learn. It's like, sure, I'm sitting and learning, but I'm also. I don't have anyone that wants to be my friend right now. So that's what. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty low. And then 4th grade was low because I. Well, say no more, Tim. I'll say no more. I think you remember 4th grade.
I remember 4th grade.
We had 4th grade together. We had 4th grade together. We had 1st grade.
Yeah.
Did you have Miss Powell?
Yeah.
We had 1st grade together. And I don't think we had any other elementary school grades together, did we? Nope. But I'll tell you what. We were in that. That is something that we did since we were in kindergarten. That's crazy. Not a lot of people have friends like that or stories of knowing anyone for that long.
Yeah.
So be grateful, you son of a bitch.
I don't know, bro. Eternal. I'm eternal.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but all right.
I'll live forever. I've always lived.
How do you feel about your job right now?
Hate it.
Do you think we should talk about that? You hate your job?
Hate my job right now.
Is that genuine?
I'm very,
Cool.
Give
me some.
There are parts about it that I still like.
Yeah.
There are lots of things about it that I still like. I'm getting to do design, which is awesome.
That's great. But you go in
I'm just so stressed
all the time
about it. Yeah.
That sucks.
I feel constantly like I'm behind and not getting everything done that needs to be done.
Is it because you're
I don't like it enough to want to go in either.
Oh. Dude, that's like
once I'm there, it's okay. But when I'm getting ready, I'm like, oh, fucking,
that's the main
God
thing.
damn it.
That's the main fucking thing with jobs, I feel like, is just is it a job where you don't dread it in the morning? And if you have a job like that you don't dread in the morning, take advantage of that. See where you can take that.
Yeah.
All right? It doesn't matter if you like what you're doing. If you go in, you're going, I don't mind.
And figure out why it is that you're all right in the morning. Because if you ever have to leave that job or want a different job or something, you got to find the same, like whatever
you have
makes,
to do it again.
Whatever makes that one okay, got to find that.
And also, let me just tell you, I guarantee you will find it this like 2 times in a row.
Yeah.
I promise you. I've had so many jobs, you just don't find that 2 times in a row, Tim.
Yeah. This is definitely by far the best one. Well, Windows, Doors, and More was nice because it was easy.
I guess that.
But,
yeah. If you want to count that kind of stuff.
But like, this is good for me.
I'm sure it's the most fulfilling job.
100%.
It's got to be. Yeah.
100%. But I don't. It stresses me out, my job.
Yeah.
The thing that sucks though is that it's causing me to realize some stuff about how I view work that makes me realize that unless I can manage to find a way to handle that differently, that's probably going to be a thing wherever I go. Yeah, because I take I take what I do very seriously, and this job is a problem because I have so much on my plate. That wouldn't be the case elsewhere. Probably it would be more spread out. I wouldn't have quite as many responsibilities on me personally. But at the end of the day, it's still me that is like it's not like my boss is like, Tim, why didn't you get this done? Like this
it's
is a problem.
You
I'm just like
not being okay with how much
get this done. Like I'm behind. Like nobody is putting that pressure on me really. I'm fine. Yeah. You know, so it's like I'm not But just like wherever I go, whatever job I end up in, I feel like I'm gonna put a lot of pressure on myself.
That might just depend on the kind of job you're doing too. Maybe that's just a graphic design thing where it's like,
well, that's what I mean. Like I'm not. I at this point thinking mainly about design jobs, and I feel like, and I like doing design work, but there is that part of it, the lack of like, I can't tell you exactly how long it's going to take me to do a job because it's a design thing. A design. Like you don't really, You get the ideas completely. When you get the ideas. You know what I mean?
I understand completely what you're saying. Yeah, you don't know how long it's going to take for a thing.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to do it as fast as I can. I'm just saying, like, if I open it up and I see a bunch of shit in there, I didn't put the shit there.
Yeah.
Someone else did. I can't control what I get.
Yeah.
Unless someone looks, and never mind.
Somebody's gonna look.
Somebody's got to look.
Somebody's got to look in there.
Somebody's got to look in there. I'm just saying that I also don't like my job right now, Tim. I don't know what else I don't know what to. I'm just there.
Yeah.
And it sucks because it's like it fucking blows because it's like I had a job that I enjoyed that I left for family reasons to make more for them, more for my family.
Yeah.
You do that, and then you but it was only because it's like this. I know has an immediate. I get more money here, right? More than taking a chance on something, which you really need to do in life. By the way, is just take a chance and just be okay if it fucks up. Yeah, which is what I did. But I'm not okay that it fucked up a little bit because I'm doing nothing like what I was doing before, and it's really fucking boring, and I don't sit with anyone that I like really at all. I don't have any. Like the people that I talk. That sucks about a job too. I didn't realize because. Well, here's the thing. If I just sit alone and there's no one around, then I'm okay with it. But if I have to be with someone that I'm not cool with, I don't want that ever. I don't want it. I hate it. It's my least favorite thing. I don't want to have to talk to people who say things that make me upset to hear.
Yeah, no, that's not.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not good.
I don't like it at all, and I don't like what I do, and there's no hope. There's no hope.
Okay.
There is, Tim. There is hope. I will get. I am feeling. That's a little bit how I'm feeling though right now. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
You ever do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, there is.
I've done that.
I'm just saying, there's no hope for me at this place.
Okay.
I don't know. I hate putting my fucking trust in goddamn anyone else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just so hard to do. Especially in the career world, because it's so many people just don't live up to that. Whether it's their fault or not, it's just like you can't trust a goddamn person. You only trust what you do. Did I tell you I applied for a repair position over there the other day? I applied. No, you didn't. I applied. This was my second time applying. The first time I applied, they were like, this skill position, we found someone that has more, like, has the skills, like your skills don't line up with this position as much as other candidates. And I was like, okay, I don't believe you. I'm sorry. I've met the people who do repair. The people, like, I'm saying, what bothers me about where I work now is I was doing more over where I was working before, and what they were doing is more than what people at where I'm at now have worked like 18 years to get to. We were doing more over there than they do over there.
Yeah.
Or at where I'm at now.
Yeah.
So that's the frustrating part. So I'm like, well, let me get as close to that as humanly possible. And I applied the first time. They were like, nah, son. And I was like, okay, sure, whatever. Fine. They didn't even interview me. The second time they do interview me. And, ooh, Tim, this interview was the worst interview I've ever had in my life.
Really?
Yeah. I went in just like, okay, I'm just going to go in and I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell them what whatever they ask me, I'm ready. You know?
Yeah.
I got it.
Which I think is a great way to approach that.
Yeah. No, I wasn't ready because I'll tell you what, Tim. I walk in there's vibes. You ever heard of those? You ever get vibes from people? I got vibes from people that were interviewing me that they were like, like they already got someone for sure.
Damn.
And I'm just in there and they're just going through the motions.
That sucks.
Yeah. The way they interview there is they have a sheet where they ask questions, and that's it. And whatever you say, they write down and they go, okay, thank you. Yeah, which is not personal. So that means they have a set sheet of questions that they're supposed to ask, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
whatever. You're not going to really learn about me, but that's fine. Can't wait to hear what these questions are.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that? Ding dong. They're the same damn questions I got for the job I have now.
Oh, really?
Yes, they were the same interview questions I answered
Yeah.
the first time around.
Well, that's dumb.
Yes. Yes, for a completely different position.
Right.
They asked me the same things.
Yeah.
And afterwards I was like, so logically, I work here.
Yeah.
I answer all those questions, I'm assuming correctly, which is why I'm here now.
Right.
So why don't you just copy paste?
Yeah. Yeah. You can just look and see.
What's the interview?
You just look
What
at
is
the last notes.
Yeah. And so I remember they did ask me a little bit about what I did at my last job. And I was like, I kind of went through like the hard stuff that I did, the stuff that I had to learn by watching and like having someone like teach me and stuff like that. And it's a skill that most people don't know until they're like taught by someone who does.
Right.
And they were like, yeah, we don't really do that here. And just moved on like it was like nothing. And I was like, okay, are you saying like what you do is harder? Or because if you're saying that you don't really do that here, you should be like, oh, fuck, that guy can get him in. If he can do that, then he can do this. That's what you should be like. But they weren't like that. They were like, no, we don't do that here.
Yeah.
So you don't have skills that'll line up, which is like, that's not true. That's not true. And also, I don't even want your fucking job anyway. I just know it's as close as I can get to it.
Right.
And so it made me upset. And there was one question they asked that stumped me the first time. That had to do, it was a question that was phrased in the most confusing way. That was about like, what strategy have you ever been told to use to get past an issue? Right? And I go, what does that mean?
What strategy have you been taught?
Yeah, like that's, I don't think that's exactly right, but it was something as vague as that where I'm like, what is that? I tried to ask and then they were like, well, let me clear. One guy, because there's two guys in there.
Okay.
One guy clarifies it, tries to. It's same vagueness. I'm like, are you talking about something specific right now? And then another guy goes, oh, no, it's this. And says the same thing. And I'm like, well, you guys are terrible at you don't even know the fucking question you're asking. So I was like, here's my answer. And I was like, I don't know if definitely didn't relate.
Right.
But I was like, here's a time that I fixed something and I felt really good about myself and I persevered through it. Right?
Yeah.
And they were like, I was like, I don't think that answers the question. He was like, it's close enough.
Okay. Cool.
Which means, and the way he was saying it was like, no, it wasn't close and it didn't answer the question. And so they're like, this guy can't. Also, when I came in, they were like, you okay? You out of breath? And because I walked a long way to get to the room and I was like, I'm not nervous. I just, I wanted to be like that, but they definitely thought I was. And I was like, this fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And that happened like a month ago. And so I've just been sitting in like purgatory, just like. So anyway, that's me complaining about my job on a podcast. But it'll get better.
Yeah.
It'll get better.
Everything gets better.
Yeah. If they don't. I joined that place for the benefits, right?
Yeah.
But if my job doesn't change, and because. You get paid, like I can see myself growing more in that position than where I'm at now. That'll be better money. I'm going to do that next. I don't care where it is. I'm just going to do that next time. So, you want to end the podcast? You want to end it? You want to end it on that note?
Yeah. Welcome back,
Cotter,
to the pod.
Carter.
Welcome back, Carter. Hello, Carter.
Hello, Dolly.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I didn't understand that it wasn't Carter.
Me neither.
Yeah, thought it was.
I thought,
and then I saw it once, and I was like, "Oh, that's not the name I thought that was."
I had it where I was like, my dad would be like, "Oh, you ever see the show? Welcome back. Your hair looks like Welcome Back, Kotter," right?
Yeah,
and I was like, "Oh, he's doing a New York accent terribly, huh?"
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know why he's doing that. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "What about the show Welcome Back, Carter?" And he was like, "No, it's Cotter, like Cotter." And I went, "Oh,
yeah,
bad name."
Bad name here.
Bad name here.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay, Tim.
The best part about that show, theme song.
Really?
Yeah. The show was fine. It's fine. But the
was that
theme
70s?
song pretty good.
What's the best show from the 1970s anyway? MASH.
I was going to say there's a few good
MASH. It's probably MASH.
We're going to have to let you go. Talk to you next week. Goodbye.